What's up, y'all? So of course I came on to talk about the Finance Mom checklist. I created the checklist. Well, one, I decided to do a checklist because I knew it was gonna be very quick, fairly simple for me to create, or so I thought. It ended up taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. Not making it, but just the actual back end part of it, like the landing page and all of that stuff was it took a little bit longer than I anticipated that it would take. Anywho, so I posted a poll on my stories probably like 2 or 3 days ago asking you guys to tell me, would you rather I make a Finance Mom checklist or a look at this period coming, or a fall essentials checklist. And I just started doing the Finance Mom checklist. Thank God you guys did actually end up voting for it, because if not, I was gonna be fucked anyway. So I created it just as kind of like a guide. I know a lot of things are gonna be going on sale in the next week, and kind of a guide to help you as your Black Friday shopping, to help you see what things that you should probably be looking out for and things that you should probably be going to purchase. So as I'm creating the book, not the book, because I didn't do an ebook, it's a checklist. As I'm creating it, I start thinking about Frumpy Mom. And I know y'all like, who the fuck is Frumpy Mom, right? So when we lived in Kennesaw, she was a lady that lived in the same neighborhood that we did. And I would see her every single day as I'm getting Paris off the school bus. And it's funny because this was before I had Poo-Poo. So it was just Son and Callie that were my little kids. And she had a big kid she was picking up from the bus, but she had 2 baby boys at home. So it's funny because I end up being Frumpy Mom. But let's not get that far in the story. So she, I would see her every day, and she would just look a mess, y'all. I mean, like a fucking mess. Like, she would throw on anything to go get the kids. And I mean, she was surviving. Like, she had 2 little babies at home, which I soon found out what that life was about. And she would have like on a robe, maybe some flannel pajamas. Her hair, she wouldn't even attempt to do her hair. Like, it would just look like she had hadn't washed her hair. White people, of course she was white. White people gotta wash their hair like every day or some shit like that. I don't know. But it was like oily. It just looked a mess. And I judged her in that moment. I was like, ooh, I will never be like that. Like, I will always keep my shit together, and I will always make sure that I'm looking nice. Like, I wonder what her husband says. Like, why is she walking around looking like this? Just like going in on homegirl, like in on her. And it wasn't until I was in that exact same position that I realized how, one, awful I was to have judged her like that. But then 2, like, how fucking difficult it was when you do have little tiny babies to actually get up in the day, get a fucking shower, 1, and 2, to actually put on some clothes that actually look decent. So, I was like bugging out on her with judgment. And I'm the first one to be like, don't mom shame. Don't be like that. And there I was doing it, right? And then when I end up being in that situation, if you read my post the other day, I posted pretty much a really long, like, caption explaining, like, how I end up losing myself in parenting and in motherhood. Putting everything before myself, the kids, all of that kind of stuff. It wasn't even really about me anymore. It was about the kids. I was not concerned about how I looked and how I was showing up. I just needed to get through the day. So, I just went back to that place that I was in when I first had my kids and stuff like that. And I wish somebody would have told me, like, girl, like, you need to get your shit together. You need to, like, you need to get it together. Like, you need to be putting a little bit more time and effort into how you look. Like, my mom, though, she did. I will say this. My mother, she is no joke. Pegs is like a trip. She definitely was like, so you're not going to put no makeup on? So you're not going to, you wearing that? My mom is like, is a straight shooter. Like, straight shooter. She don't have no cap in her at all. Like, she's gonna tell it like it is. It ain't finna be no, she's not gonna mince words with you. And so she did. I will say that she was one person that definitely was on my ass, like, get your shit together, Amber. But pretty much everyone else didn't really say anything. And of course, people are sensitive to, like, the fact that I had just had the baby. They're like, you know, we're not gonna go in on you. You know what I'm saying? You just gave birth. Like, you just had a son. Like, you know, we'll give you some time to get your shit together. But I didn't take the initiative to do that. I had to realize, like, I have to actively want to do it. Like, and actively put effort into doing it. And then once I did first start doing it, you know, it was weird because I'm like, I'm still fairly young. And I'm like, I don't really know how to dress. Like, I don't really know what do I wear, stuff that's more conservative, because I have these kids and, like, I'm going to pick up kids from school and I don't want people judging me, even though I'm like a younger parent compared to my other, you know, Paris's peers, especially with Callie and the little ones, you know, was pretty much on par. But especially with Paris, I'm like one of the youngest parents in the class. Like, do I dress more conservatively? At this time, I had left corporate, so I'm like, I don't have to put on anything, you know, corporate wear or whatever like that. But it was just difficult. I was like, what do I put on? What do I wear? And so that is really why I created the checklist, so that it can kind of be like a guide to kind of show you, like, what sort of things to wear when you want to feel sexier. Like, let's put emphasis on that. Like, because for sure, in losing my style and how I dress and everything like that, I also lost a piece of my swag. Like, you know, my feeling super confident about my sex drive and about my sex appeal and, like, how I'm coming off to bae. Like, and that sucked. Like, I will be the first to tell you, like, that was the fucking worst ever. Let me put the lashes on first before I put my eyeliner. It was the worst feeling ever to feel like I'm not attractive to him, which he's never made me feel like that. Kendall has always been so damn gracious in showing, like, just giving love and, like, saying, like, you're so beautiful and, you know, you look good. Like, it's like the day after I had Cairo, there's a video on YouTube of him basically saying, like, look how good you look. Like, and I know he's technically supposed to say that because he's my husband, but y'all, I really believe him. I really do. So yeah, like, I just wanted to build up that confidence back up in myself again. And so I had to learn how to dress this new body. It looks different. It wasn't the same. Like, it's, you know, I got these new curves. I may have got a little fupa. Got, you know, now especially I got some booty. Like, finally. I got some hips finally. Like, it was, like, crazy for me. Like, I couldn't believe it. So, you know, I just wanted to make that for the mommies out there, just to help you and give you some little tips like I needed when I first had my babies. So I hope y'all find it beneficial and find it useful. And the amazing part about it is I was able to pull, all the ideas that came, I was literally able to pull every look from my store. And that was so dope to me. I'm like, this is crazy how everything aligns. Like, and I say that because I literally, damn, which lash is this? Sorry, y'all. I don't even think these fucking lashes go together, but they're getting put on, honey. I don't know. I was kind of like in a very, I'm going to use y'all as my guide because I'm too far from the mirror. A couple weeks ago, I was in a very, like, just dark place. mentally. As an entrepreneur, you can get there where it's like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, really, what am I doing? What is this for? Why am I on the right path? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I doing the right thing? Because, you know, you can make bread and you can make money. But I just watched a live Kendall and I did in 2019, and he was saying, like, he just realized that year, like, you can make all the money in the world. And for him, he was making a good amount of money, but he wasn't happy, like, with life, like, you know. And I guess I kind of had got, I won't say to that place because I can't really speak to exactly how he was feeling. A lot was going on back then, but I can say this, like, for me, I was, like, in a weird place. Like, this summer, I made the most money I've ever made being an entrepreneur. And off my shit, like, not working on anybody else's stuff, not helping, like, you know, helping to build anybody else's brands, anything like that. This is legitimately my shit. And it was like, damn, I don't really feel, I'm not really happy. Like, I was not happy at all. And so that kind of carried over into the fall. And it was just like I was praying and asking God to, like, show me, like, please let me know, you know, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, really, like, I don't want to be out here, have built up this business, says with a fucking S, and just not happy, like, with what I'm doing. Like, I don't want to do that. I really don't. I'm over that. Like, I'm over proving to people, like, that I'm worthy enough to have a business or worthy enough to be whatever the fuck. Like, I'm done with that. Like, let me tell y'all something. When you turn 30, for me at least, it was a whole nother ball game. Like, that validation shit, and I won't even say this, the validation, it's just in that you become more outspoken. I won't even just leave it at that. I'll say this. When I turned 30, I literally, and it wasn't even, I just don't give a fuck. I started doing a lot of deep, dark shadow work. Like, deep, dark, like, why do you do this? Or why do you feel this way? Or why do you act like this? Or why are you projecting? Or, like, going really deep. Just really, like, healing a lot of shit in myself that I didn't even know was an issue. Or that I may have known was an issue, but wasn't ready to address. So, like, got it. Yeah, like, for me, like, that was, okay. What? In one take? That never happens. Well, these are bigger lashes. I will say this. Okay, quick makeup talk. I'm not a makeup girl, but let me just say this. Normally when I try to put my lashes on, they literally never go on properly the first time. Like, never. Unless I have these super long lashes on, I can just pop them on and then I'm done. So maybe that's why, but that was, like, seamless, right? So anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, I was doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of, like, healing, self-healing, and I came offline for a lot. I was not consistent like I was. Like, even with that, I was like, am I even fulfilled in doing this? Is this even, because, you know, a lot of people came out online and was doing their thing and stuff like that, and I'm not a hating ass bitch at all. Like, I literally don't give a fuck. Really, that's what it is. Like, I don't care what you got going on. But I was feeling real, like, damn, like, you know, I was teaching people how to do stuff, and they was even getting on more so than the fuck I was doing. This is not a blended brush. And it was just bothering me. I'm like, damn, is this even, like, really what I want? Also, being with someone who is not very social. Like, Kendall is not a, like, before I do that, Kendall is not a social media person at all. Like, at all. He can be completely fine without it. And this is not on right, but whatever. So for him, he's like, this is stupid and pointless any fucking way. Like, you should not be on there. Like, why are you posting or spending so much time doing that shit? Like, until he's seeing them YouTube checks come in, right? But anyway, I had stopped doing that. So it was just even more so, he was just like, you know, Maybe you do need to get the fuck off that shit for a while. Maybe you do need to just chill for a second. And I'm like, yo, like, alright. And I did. And I will say I felt a lot better about myself. I was able to get back to a place, or get to a better place within myself. At least to where I had some clarity. And that's what I wanted. I just needed some fucking clarity. Like, what am I doing this for? Like, what is the purpose? And I was able to find the reason within myself. Like, really sit down and really do some self-work and some self-healing and some real, like, I'm not trying to show up and bullshit on here no more. Now, don't get me wrong. I will bullshit. Because that's who I am. I'm a very funny, humorous person. I enjoy jokes and laughs and, like, having a good time. So that is a part of me, but that's not the only part of me. So it's about just rouging up and really showing up. And I'm still figuring it out. I will say that. But I'm comfortable. Like, okay, comfortable with having multiple sides. Comfortable with not just being the mom blogger, not just being a wife, not just being pretty, not just being a videographer, not just being a content creator, like, where I can help people and show them what to do. Like, not just being any of those things. I found myself really trying to put labels on myself, and I didn't have to do that. So I don't even know how we got into that. That ain't even what we're supposed to be talking about. We're supposed to be talking about, oh, the reason why I said that was because once I came up out of all of that, which was like a couple days ago, it doesn't take long. Once I got it, I got it. Everything kind of just came together so quickly, like, where the idea came to create the checklist. We're right up on Black Friday, so sales started going up. I'm like, yo, like, what? This is crazy. Like, all I need to do is just get aligned. Like, that's it. And everything just is coming together. So I said all that to say, like, I ain't even gonna say no whack ass shit like trust the process. I'm not gonna say that. Because when you're in the muck of it, when you're in it every single fucking day, trust the process is not good enough. It's just not. I'll say this. The path will get clearer, but you have to start doing some shit. At least that's what I found for myself that has worked. I had to start doing some shit. Like, I gotta make some movements. Work. Sit here and build out your fucking automation if that's what you want to do. Like, do it for real. Like, stop playing games. Saying, like, oh, I want to do it, and then not do it. And that's what I did. I got real hard on myself. Cussed myself clean out. And not depressed, though. But if you feel what I'm saying, like, I really, like, got level with myself. I took accountability for a lot of the actions or lack of actions that I had taken in my journey so far. So, and I know y'all kind of like, this is such a weird video. This video, I thought she was doing makeup and she going in. Honestly, I don't care. But I'll say this. I challenged myself to show up more authentically online. And not that I was being a fake ass bitch, which I can be. But I didn't feel like personally like I was showing up as my 100% authentic self. And you can't when you're worried about what other people are going to think. What are they going to say? What are they going to do? Oh my God. They watch my content. And it's just learning how to separate this from reality. And for a long time, I thought it was the same thing. And a lot of people do feel like it's the same thing. They truly feel like social media is life. Like, I have people that will literally comment and only talk to me about what they see me posting online. As if there is no life. I have no other world. Nothing else going on besides this. Besides that, I have decided to post for this one day, this snippet, or this 15 seconds of a story. And I know y'all are like, what the hell, Amber? Yes, me. And I have realized this because I've been around people that actually make a whole lot of fucking more money than a whole lot of influencers that aren't online. And can literally have a whole conversation with you in real life about some shit that matters. Not caught up, not faking, not lying, not getting people to buy a course or whatever, trying to big themselves up, like none of that. And I can give so many examples, but I swear to y'all, I'm not ready to blast people yet. I'm not there yet, but it's coming. I feel it, because, and it's not even in a way that would be like, but I need y'all to see real life examples of what I'm talking about, like in real life. So this just all went left, but I was kind of just like letting it flow, letting it just happen how it's gonna happen. I don't know when I'm gonna post this or if I'm gonna post this or whatever, but if I post it before Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. If I don't post it before Thanksgiving, happy holidays. If I don't post it before the holidays, happy New Year. Have a great life. Like, let me just leave it at that. Have a great life. And yeah, I'm gonna go and finish what I needed to go finish. And I'm gonna holla at y'all. And it's been real. Oh, and I will say this. I know this is not even in the proper orientation. I know that the video is probably looking crazy with bars on the side, but I don't give a fuck. Don't care. Don't care, because I have literally spent so many years worrying about what it looked like. Oh my God, it's not the proper, or this doesn't look right, has black bars on the spine, all this other bullshit, and wouldn't even get no views off of it, or whatever, or I would get views off of it, and it just, whatever. I'm not concerned with that anymore. I'm just getting the content out there. Same way as how when I first started doing YouTube, how much enjoyment I actually got from it. I mean, just the literal space of YouTube, how that was. I'm going back to that. Going back to the basics of that part. And whoever decides to watch can watch. And if you don't watch, great. I don't give a fuck. This is not for you anyway. So, yeah, y'all, I'm holler. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like. Bye.